We have a more distressing report about Australia's right to strike laws. Have right to strike laws gone too far? The ABC reports. The new Australian Council of Trade Union leader Sally McManus remarked that she doesn't have a problem with people breaking unjust laws, provoked inevitable outrage. Business groups and conservative politicians from the Prime Minister down condemned her views, while opposition leader also distanced himself and the Labour Party from a new ACTU Secretary. What? Part of the context of Ms. McNeil's comment was her view the right to strike in Australia was too restrictive. It shouldn't be so hard in our country to be able to take industrial action when needed to. The ABC goes on to discuss this in more detail. How does Australia stack against the rest of the world? Few realize it, but the United Kingdom and even the US has more liberty to workers to take industrial action. So how do Australian laws breach international standards? Fundamentally, the right to strike is one of the essential means available to workers, and the opposition for the promotion and protection of economic and social interests. This is a world away from Australian laws. Political strikes are a no-go in Australia. Workers only have limited rights to take protected industrial actions free from threat of fines, monetary damages, or dismissal. The legal and administration hops workers and unions have to go through before pursuing industrial action in Australia as anonymous. A union has to apply for an industrial tribunal. A secret ballot has to be conducted by the Electoral Commission, with 50% of workers have to agree to a strike. Union has to specify the ballot, which form the industrial action and give employer 3 days notice before pursuing it, and so on and so forth. Altogether, this makes it very difficult for Australian workers to strike. Furthermore, sympathy strikes are unlawful in Australia. Sympathy strikes are strikes where fellow or other unions strike in sympathy or in consolidation or compassion, or whatever you may say, on contribution with the primary strike. Like, say, if a retail workers union striked, then a mining union can strike with the retail union if the first strike was lawful under international law. It is not so in Australia. So altogether, over the past 20 or 30 years, the right to strike has become more restrictive. And the fact that Labour has distanced themselves from the new ACTU chief is distressing. But that's not surprising considering its history. In 1985 and 1989, Bob Hawke came in favor of the airline pilots or the airline staff, an airline CEO instead of the airline staff, and this set a precedent for further coalition and Labour governments to ignore international law, and Labour has altogether abandoned its union roots. It actually abandoned fair work and fair pay, so much that they will only do the minimum necessary. Altogether, the last true Labour Prime Minister I think we had was Gough Whitlam, and that means that Labour has to do a lot of backtracking, and you can't really trust Labour to push for better working conditions with Australian workers. After work choices came out, the Labour government did not completely repeal it. The Red government only just tweaked it a bit to make it better, but not make the Labour policies or Labour protection as great as they used to be before work choices came in. and a steady line of neoliberalism and greater inequality have only been attributed to Labour and coalition governments. Coalition governments generally increase inequality and cause problems down the line for the Australian public, and like they with the mining boom. But the Labour government doesn't really do, Labour Party doesn't really do anything about it. Altogether, what I'm trying to say is that if you're looking for change, or you're looking for someone to help the people, you have to go outside the two major parties. And that's what I've analyzed from the current political situation.